If you like my channel, remember to click the subscribe button, and if you want to be notified about any video that I'm releasing, just click on the bell. Also, if you like any of the videos you watch, remember to click the like button. Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world, to the world of Wayne, and this is it. We've got part 1 of Hachette's release of Build a Terminator. I'm so excited to get this, and I'm so excited to be able to get a video out on the first day. Let's just show you what the pack looks like. Look, all of this. The first pack is $1.99. I believe this is probably going to be like the Bismarck, that we'll get this one, and then in 2 weeks' time the actual collection will start. But as you can see, we get 2 magazines. We've got the parts there, which I've already detached from the thing, so I'm going to put that to one side for the minute, just so I can take the magazine off and just show you the back of it. And there we go. It tells you all about the companion magazine. It says issue 2 is on sale in 2 weeks. Like I mentioned, it's $5.99. The actual price of this from issue 3 onwards is £8.99. Now, when you subscribe to this, all of the details of subscription was in my last video. So if I link that up here, and you'll be able to click on that, you'll be able to see how to subscribe and what free gifts you get. So I don't need to go into that in this video. We can just get on with the build. But look at that. That looks so impressive, doesn't it? That looks brilliant. I'm getting so excited for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that down so we can see what we get in the magazine. Now, the first one is the Showcase magazine, looking just like this. And this basically tells you about the model you're building, what the features and some of the benefits that it's got in it, the parts, and pretty much how it's going to be assembled and what the magazines are going to show. And it's telling you about issue 2 there. Obviously, as I said, if you are subscribing, the first thing you'll get in your first delivery will be the screwdriver set, which is going to be excellent. But again, look at the last video for that, and that will tell you everything you get. And then here, look, this is the magazine. And once again, look at this. We've got the metal bits here that we can put them in a binder, which makes it a lot more easy. It's not going to rip the tops of the magazines, so we can actually store these perfectly. But this basically tells us all about the Terminator, what we're building, and there's your step-by-step instruction guide of what we're doing. As you can see in this issue, we're not actually doing anything with the front parts here. We're going to be working on just the eye part, and that's where it's going to be finishing there, just the eyes. Oops, go back, just the eyes there. So in the next issue, issue 2, we've got some more of these metal pieces here. I mean, just looking at, well, I'll show you the pieces in a minute, but just looking at them here, they are so good quality. I just can't wait to build this. So that one's going to be out in 2 weeks. The other things you get are just the subscription that you can actually fill out for your newsagents there, if you want to get it from your newsagents. Or if you want to do it online, as it says, you can go to buildtheterminator.com, and it shows you all the free gifts that you get there when you actually subscribe to this. But let's get on with the bits. I've been told not to call them bits. I've been told to call them the actual parts that they are. So that's something I'm going to be doing. Now, I've already opened this up, but I'm going to start laying them out because, believe it or not, this is step 1 of the build. And what we've got there, first off, if I show you on that camera there, is the chrome eye and nasal socket. This is metal, and it's quite heavy. And as a matter of fact, I've got my ruler over here. Well, I'm knocking everything down just to show you sort of like how big that sort of is there. So you're looking probably around about, I don't know, 7 centimeters wide. But that is the thing that actually kicks off, and it's brilliant having such a detailed bit in part 1, but that's what that looks like. Now, the reason I'm showing you quite a lot on that is because another piece that we've got, which is this one here, which is the head connection component A, they tell us in the instructions that these 2 bits we don't need in this build, so I'm going to put them to one side. We're not going to need them at all. The things that we are going to need is this bit here, 1, 2, which is the matte black inner eye socket, looking just like that. We're going to be needing the eye socket brace, which looks like that. We've got 2 of these little bits here, which are the chrome eye orbits, looking just like that. We've got 1 of them. Let's get the other one out. 2 of them. Then we've got LEDs. These are the diodes for the eyes, and these are looking just like that, with these sort of connectors on the end. Put them down. We've got these 2 little red eye caps, which is 1, 2, and then the last thing in this is a pack of screws. Now, the screws that we got in this are 3 times PB, 2 times 4mm screws. They have actually labelled these PB, although they haven't labelled it on the pack, I've noticed, but it does label them in the instructions. So if you're making your own screw box and you do find yourself with spares, you'll at least know what these screws are. So that's those as well. The other thing that it wants you to do is to get yourself a Phillips head screwdriver. Now this is a PH00, and they recommend that the actual length here is 90mm. So you're going to need one of them for the first build. So now we've done that and we've put those bits to the side, the first thing it wants us to do is to take one of these red caps, looking just like that, and we're going to be pushing this just into the top of the chrome orbital parts there. And that's just going to sit in just like that. And then we're going to be doing the same on the other side. Now this is step 3 and step 4. So basically when it's complete, we'll have both of them looking like that, and they are protruding just a touch, as you can see, from the chrome pieces there. Now step 5, once we got that, we're going to be inserting these LEDs in. Now you see these parts here have got like little tabs on the top or lugs on the bottom as well. We're going to be putting this in with the wire facing exactly the same direction as those little lugs there. And when I push it in, I'll show you an example of that. But you want to be quite firm with it, but don't be too firm, because obviously you don't want to break the bulb. But that one's in there, and that's what I mean, looking like that, and then that from the side. And we're going to be doing exactly the same thing on the other one here. So again, holding it the way so the lugs are at the top of the bottom, and then we're going to be putting this in. I'm being very, there we go. You hear a little click, so you know it's gone in all the way, and that holds in perfectly. But really be gentle with that, because you don't want to be shattering LEDs at the start of the build, that's for sure. And that was step 5. Now step 6 basically tells us this is how it's going to look, but we are going to eventually be connecting this into a circuit board, which is going to be powered by 3 AAA batteries. So that's interesting, something that you can actually prepare for next time, because you're going to need to buy the batteries yourself. Now steps 7 and 8, we're going to be taking the matte black inner eye sockets, and we're going to be putting these in. Now the way these go is with these 2 lugs on top and the one at the bottom, and they fit in the recesses. As you can see there, we've got a little recess for these to fit in. So when we put them in, they're going to fit in just like that. Now, if I was to take my hand away from that, as you can see, it just falls straight out, and that's why we're going to need to put this bracket in as well. The bracket's going to be going in just this way on top of the lugs. So as you can see, it is directional. You've got an indent there, and that's going to be fitting over these 2 pins here and here. So what I'm going to probably do, I think this is the easiest way, is probably put the bracket in loosely and then we're going to put one of the eyes in one side and then put one of the eyes in the other side, and then that should keep everything in place. So I've got one in, so now you see that eye doesn't fall out, and we're going to do the same the other side. This is really fiddly. Okay, hang on a second. Oh, this is fiddly, right, okay. The eye in the other side. Excellent. This one's just come out a little bit. There you go. I think that was the simplest way to do that, to put the bracket in and then put those 2 parts on. But as you can see, they're free to move around now, which is going to give that effect of the eyes moving. And obviously we want to attach this bracket into place, so we're going to be putting the 2 times PB 2 times 4mm screws. And as you can see, they sent us 3, so we are going to have 1 spare. So you're probably going to want to get yourself a screw box to get these put in. But I'll put the first screw in there, and that's going to keep that lovely and locked down. And then we'll put the second screw in. This goes into this one here. Nice and easy. Put that to one side, and as you can see, that's where we're up to. Looking pretty cool. So that's the end of that issue. We've done the lights, and these 2 parts here carry over to the next issue. What do you think of that? You know what? Seeing the parts for the first time, I've got a big smile on my face. And as we said, this is what's coming in issue 2. Going to be a pretty impressive build, this one. Look, if you want to subscribe to this yourself, then I'll put all the details in the description there. But just go over to www.buildtheterminator.com and get this subscribed. As I said, you can get it from the newsagents as well. The second part's going to be out in 2 weeks. But other than that, really happy. I hope you like this video. Take care.